Jaguar Wright, aka Jag, has some things to say. And guess what? I listened. I'll be back. Hey everyone, thank you for showing up. Thank you for your time and attention. Let's just jump into this. And also, before I start, I would like to thank Kimberly Anderson. That is the content creator who brought this video to YouTube. I would like to thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's jump into this. Yes, Jag, I believe she was talking on her Instagram page, and she was, bringing info like she usually does. And at this point, Jag has been talking since 2020. And the videos I've seen, I've never seen her retract anything. I've never seen her stumble and stutter. You know, when people lie, they stutter. I honestly don't understand the animosity towards her. I really don't. I mean, some people, they come after her like, she personally did something to them. But when you hear a person, when you really listen to a person and then you see things happening that, she was exposing and we're seeing it right before our eyes, I don't get why people be tripping. But here, okay, in this clip, what you're about to hear is her explaining how she says she feels she was set up by Cuba Gooding, who is friends with Diddy, and allegedly he did some nefarious things to her and her guy. So check this out.
In losses, damages, they asked me to turn over a list of the celebrities that I was investigating for my series, The Woodshed Project, which they were only using to give to Cuba Gooding Jr. so he could take it back to Diddy so they could scare the people that we're coming for. Why does nobody want to talk about that? The company View It, which Cuba Gooding Jr., Diddy doo-wop bot captain, sat on the board for, and we did not know. Never paid me or Odell a dime. Odell was just coming to produce for me. They actually offered him a job working for the company, so he was ready to walk away from the jobs that he had so that we could build this network at View It. And guess what? They got us both there, and then they never paid us for anything. They gave us $5,000 for living expenses to help us get set up, and we never received another dime from that company. Not only that, the housing that they provided, they turned over the address to trolls so they could call the police, take pictures of our vehicle. View It did that. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop calling the company View It altogether. How about that, Mars? Since you don't want to return anybody's phone calls, since you think you're just going to duck your head down and blame it all on Joe and Milton Bledsoe? No. Damn. I'm going to drop it off where it belongs. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company View It screwed me over, owes me $500,000. And apparently we're willing to spy on us and give our location. See, nobody bothered to ask why we left Vegas. And I'm going to tell you right now. We left Vegas because we got word that they were sending people to come and extract me 24 hours before Diddy went to jail. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s friend Diddy, they were going to try to grab me and Odell. We packed up, we cleaned up, and we moved out. God knows what they had planned. I'm tired of the fact that they just stopped paying the rent so that they could create an eviction story to make it seem like me and Odell were bad tenants and bad clients. I'm tired of people being paid by the diddler and the jigger man to try to find ways to put fake stories on me to discredit me. Meanwhile, lying to me, engaging me in what is supposed to be real business, and doing nothing but tortious interference all the while. Just in case you don't know what tortious interference is, it is an active plot to make it hard for someone to be able to earn money doing their job. Tortious interference is everywhere, all over the energy. People lie about this person, lie about this person, pay content creators to lie about this person and lie about this person, so no one will want to work with them, so no one will want to hire them. Or have, every time you go to work with someone, a bunch of people harass and stalk the people that you're working with so they won't want to work with you. Money can move anybody around. And when you have ties to politics and people with high-level security clearances, that's just utter domination. Whenever you and Joe are ready, just call Odell. He'll tell you where to wire the $500,000 you owe us. Otherwise, we're going to be forced to sue Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company. And considering how much money I believe is being laundered out of there, that would probably be a bad idea. Not only that, all of the lies, all of the promising of this and promising of that. We turned in all of our deliverables and you guys still fronted on us. You didn't give us a dime. We worked for that company, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company, View It. We worked for that company for 4 months during one of my highest times when we were just getting the viral tsunami going before Diddy got arrested. They slowed us down, asked us not to go live. A lot of powerful people working together to keep you from being able to earn a dime, to make you look like you're a deadbeat, to make you look like you're a bum so nobody will believe anything that you say because, right, you're jealous because you're not successful, right?
Okay, now Jag is about to start talking about Adria and Mesha. And, I thought it was kind of honorable that, she didn't drag these women. She didn't talk bad about them. If anything, she's shown compassion. But before I play the clip of what she has to say about those two ladies, I want to play this clip right quick about what Adria says about Jag. And Jag supposedly having a relationship prior to Adria coming on the scene. That's what people are saying in these YouTube streets. So sometimes, folks, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when you take the time out to verify things. So check out what Adria says.
My very first video I did was Serving with Purpose. I say on that video, I wish, my dream is to meet Jaguar Wright. I want to have a conversation with her. And then my opportunity was the very first time on Natania's show, The Nerd. I didn't even know she was going to bring Jaguar on. All that was organic. And people running around talking about she set it up and she brought, no. I ain't never met Jaguar in my life.
Okay, you guys heard it right from Adria's mouth. She was on Popcorn Planet. And the video is new. I don't know how new. I don't know. I don't remember if it came out yesterday. I don't remember, but it's new. So the woman came out and said that she just met Jag. So Jag has nothing to do with the shenanigans or possible shenanigans that's happening in YouTube world. I don't understand. I'm new. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm new to YouTube as a content creator. My sister and I started a channel in 2007. So you could say we OG. Yep. 2007. When people was just doing like raw videos. It wasn't all this high-tech productions going on. But we had to put everything on pause. So we're coming back, or I'm coming back in 23. I started in 23. But okay, that I just wanted to explain that right quick. But anyway, my point of saying that was I didn't know how vicious YouTube is. It was social media, period. Someone could make up a story and run, and people will run with it. And I think a lot of the times people run with the stories is because there's personal dislike there. Whatever reason people dislike Jag, they will hear something negative about her and then run with it. And then it's like when people come out, or the truth come out, that is not the way people said it was. Nobody comes and says, Jag, I would like to apologize. It's like, where the hate come from? What did this woman? Can someone really answer me in the comments? And don't come crazy. Don't do it. Don't come crazy at me. I genuinely want to know, where is the hatred coming from? Is it hatred because she's exposing people you guys put on a pedestal, people you think you love who don't love you back? What is it for real? Are people jealous because of the attention she's getting? Look at the hell she went through. Look at the hell this woman went through to get where she is today. You know what I cannot stand? I cannot stand when people envy things. When they envy people. You want what you see them have, but you don't want to go through what they went through to get there. All right, let's go ahead and listen to what Jack has to say about Adria and Mesha. All right.
Has no one paid attention to that? After everything she's told us and after everything she's shared with us, is anyone acknowledging or asking why her Cash App tag is now She Diddy? It almost feels like a way to pay homage. Is Diddy doing damage control? Kadisha, you are absolutely right. He is. Why is nobody bothered by the fact that Adria English is now, she's using this new moniker to represent and market herself? She's going by She Diddy. Has no one paid attention to that? After everything she's told us and after everything she's shared with us, is anyone, I don't know why anyone doesn't believe, after all of the scare tactics and the manipulation and the pressure that Diddy and his enterprise have been putting on real, actual witnesses, I do not understand why it's so hard for people to believe that they wouldn't invent a few of their own. That woman is one of the biggest victims the world has ever seen. She has been, especially considering where she started with that scumbag that got her into porn. I don't think anybody could properly understand what Adria English has been through. And like she said, when she came to do the Diddy parties, the white parties, and perform there, she felt as though she was already burnt out. She felt as though she was already in the game. So why not do this? She kept repeating that phrase, and I think it's something that Ariel Kidd taught her. Something of the heart, coercion of the heart. She kept saying that over and over again, using that legal terminology. And when she kept saying that, coercion of the heart, I was down. I mean, it was P. Diddy, right? Why would it be hard to believe that maybe she feels the same way now? It's still P. Diddy. She's watched him get away with things for decades now. Who's to say she doesn't believe he's going to make it through this? Or maybe she needs him to. See, when you break a human spirit, all those drugs, all that abuse, and the sores on her body, all over her arms, all over her legs, they look very reminiscent of a disease that I'm very familiar with. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There are other women who I know have died from the big house in Virginia turned viral women.
And yeah, to those who don't know what the big house in Virginia means, go check it out. Go look it up. I'm not going to say it. I will not say it. I don't care if it's alleged. I'm not going to say it. So go check it out. Go look it up. And I'm sure some people know what it means, but I'm not saying it here. Okay, so let's continue.
You know, that have been associated with that camp. We keep forgetting there are a lot of people in the industry who got the big house in Virginia. They do. You just don't know it because a lot of them are getting enough money and have the right doctors to be able to take the medication to stay undetectable. You'd be surprised how many entertainers are living at undetectable status right now. And understand this, undetectable only means it's not transmissible while the medicines are doing their thing. But the second that leaves your system, it all comes tumbling down. Y'all seen that girl that Nick Cannon slept with? The one who's just... There's a lot of people that think because they undetectable, they ain't got it. But see, second you go off that medication, we ain't talking about the big house in Virginia enough. Because a lot of these kids got it. And a lot of these kids will do anything to keep getting that medication so that they can stay undetectable.
People need to really start considering practicing abstinence. Not considering it, just considering it, but really practicing it, because these things that are coming out, they're getting worse and worse, and they're designed to destroy your body. And they come by way of sin. You guys can get angry and don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. You know, I'd rather hear somebody tell me the truth than be laid up in the hospital somewhere because I done got sick because I ran around and screwed the wrong one this last time. It's like this world, let this world get you in a whole world of trouble, because this world is anti-God, is anti-Christ, and they're going to tell you to do everything that is against God. And that's why a lot of people are suffering consequences now. But anyway, I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just telling you this out of love. You could take it or leave it. Let's continue.
We all know a lot of these parties, they like having unprotected sex, and all of that IV drip and intravenous stuff they got going on. I'm serious, G. How do we know that some of these people aren't working out of extreme desperation? Because I can tell you right now, Adria English and Mesha Fuller, they are living at the bottom. They are living in desperation.
Okay, now Jag is about to express how she feels the two ladies are being taken advantage of in a cruel, dirty, nefarious way. Like being taken advantage of by digital pimps. So, if it's true, if these are not allegations and it's true and it can be verified and confirmed, people about to step into 25 in a bad way. It ain't gonna be good for you. Ain't no use of celebrating on January the 1st. It's going to be real bad for you. Let's go on.
And they're being taken advantage of. They have been convinced to come forward and do what they've done. And see, I know it's a plot now because they had her sit with that witch, Qtita Dean. And now she's exposed them. But see, I knew it was about to get ugly when I heard her say that I was behind it. That's what they're saying. They're saying that I found these women and I conjured this up and I brought them forward.
I literally just played a clip of Adria saying on a content creator's platform that she never knew Jag until she sat on another content creator's platform, and that is where the two met. Okay, let's go on.
I'm behind it. How ridiculous. Adria and Lamisha are concerned. These women are victims, and I believe they're being re-victimized again. I believe that Lamisha has been heavily coached, which is why she was desperate enough to sit down with that witch, Qtita. And Mesha, what God-fearing people would encourage those women after everything they've been through to go sit with that witch who taped them without them knowing and then outed them as frauds and then blamed it all on me? Everybody knows something's off. Everyone knows something's wrong. I have knowledge and information on who is behind these girls. But I do have very, very, very specific knowledge and information. And I think it should go to the most worthy content creator who's really fighting the clean, unbiased, good fight. So, Kadisha, if you want to know who's running it, I'll tell you. I sent you an email. It's unbelievable. But what I will say is I'll give y'all this one for free. Choke, no joke. I can't wait to take this one and hang it on your neck. I want you to wear this scam. I want you to wear it like a Flavor Flav prop. I'm going to take the re-victimization of these girls and I'm going to make sure it sits on your neck, choke. You choke, I'm going to make sure you choke on this scam. Y'all don't care nothing about these women. And your shout outs, Chokey Choke, Mr. Chokey Chicken. They're all right. You are the chattiest patty in the world, and you are a bitch, sir. That I'll tell you. But understand this. I'm going to hang this on your neck, Choke. And we're going to watch you all choke on it. Re-victimizing victims to try to get a viral moment on your very struggling, dying channel, sir. Pierce, you might want to start looking through your panelist. Because not only have you had Vlad up there, who was a lion, and everybody knows it, and ain't nothing but a setup king, and allegedly an information gatherer from Mossad. Now you got Choke. And I'm telling y'all, Choke is all over the orchestration of these YouTube victims. Choke is all over it. All over it. You gonna wish you never mentioned my name. And if you keep talking about Gene and all those cash apps and all those super chats, every instance of one of those is technically wire fraud. Every time you knew those women were lying and you passed out their cash app and asked people to pay for those lies, that was public corruption and fraud. Y'all were defrauding the public. I mean, it's been over $25,000 collected on behalf of those girls so far. I wonder who their manager is, because it sounds like their manager is getting a nice bonus. Imagine that, managing these victims and you getting a money piece of the cash ad, you're taking your management fee, and you making content, and it's monetized. That's like a three-way, that's a 360 deal. You could feel y'all sent those women that you said you wanted to help. The only thing I'm interested right now, I think these women need to be focused on wellness before witnessing. Don't you? These women are not well, and they are in the hands of very, very, very duplicitous YouTube content creators, more like scavengers. You got to ask yourself, what kind of person would put themselves in this position to be this heavily scrutinized and have to deal with the online attacks that they're going to deal with for years after this? People are going to be going in on them for years after this. These women are already desperate. Do we want to see them unalive themselves? If they're relying on the grace of duplicitous content creators to help them survive somewhere in a shit hotel in Texas, this is disgusting. So let's put the responsibility and the accountability where it really belongs. Rather than people coming to me asking me to defend lies that were told about me, which I'm not going to dignify with a comment at all. Not at all. How about you go back and ask all of those questions that you want to know from the content creators that brought them to you? Why is it that these content creators get to come out and start all of this hell, throw all of these people out here, and they act like they never had nothing to do with it? Meanwhile, their video was the first one out, the first one to go viral. I mean, I can get it. Being homeless in a car, making your way all the way out of that car, and then watching your channel go down or watching that money go down. I bet you do anything not to go back to that car. Desperate people do desperate things. Has anybody checked Lionel B's credit report? Why don't somebody run a credit check on Lionel B and see if he needs the money? Anything in foreclosure? Anything about to be repoed? A strip club habit that might be a little bit too out of control? With substances involved? Is anybody bothering to check if this pussy needed the money? Why don't we go back and look at all the other content creators that might have needed the money? To sit there and do all of this explosive content with these women and not have a mental health care provider involved from the very beginning to make sure that their emotional well-being would be okay through all of this scrutiny and all of this hell.